Ooh. Feel like my voice got a little very whitish, didn't it? Hold on. Y'all, I haven't talked to, what was the last time me and my best friend text? June 24th. Today is July 2nd. I haven't heard from her. Now, I was the last one to text her last, though. But let me text her really quick. So y'all got a lot of updates. But real quick, let me show y'all something. So before I show y'all what I need to show y'all, I'm gonna say, dang, she must have missed me. She texted me back super quick. It's not her. We got new Curves totes. We got not one, but two. Okay, but before that, so remember I told y'all that the ad company started running ads, the orders is coming in. So if any of y'all happen to just be on my channel and y'all did see the ad and y'all purchased, thank you. Thank you. Okay? Thank you. But one of the assignments they gave me is I actually have, because I advertise it to where the nail glue will help your nails last for 21 days, specifically the French tips. So they were like, well, you say that, but you don't have any videos. Well, actually, I have pictures to show it, but they was like, you need to do more videos. So I was assigned, one of my many tasks is I have to wear press-ons for 21 days. Okay, let me show y'all. Do not judge me. Y'all look at that. Y'all see that? Tomorrow makes 2 weeks that I've been wearing these nails. I gotta go a whole nother week. Good thing I don't have no plans. I don't have no plans for 4th of July. Because if I did, I'd be embarrassed to go somewhere with my nails looking like this. But anyway, I said it to say, my nail glue is that girl. Okay. Also, I do want to let y'all know, I recorded some content last week. I went and I got some new walking shoes. Let me show y'all. This was part of the content from last week, but I got a new microphone that I keep in the car. And I don't know, I don't know if I need to fix it. I don't know if I can fix it. But it sounded like a little muffled, so I didn't like it. But I went to the outlet mall and I went to the Coach store, so I'm gonna pop the video up over here so y'all can see. Y'all didn't really miss anything. But these walking shoes, we're gonna get into further details about why I had to get new walking shoes and stuff after I show y'all the tote, or the totes with an S, I got me too. Walking on clouds. Nike Motiva. Motivas. Motiva. Oh. Love them things. Okay. Let's get to the good stuff. So, I don't know what's going on, but normally when I order something from Sean, the one who do the Curves totes, and I'm saying Sean like I know him. I don't know him, but anyway, when I order my totes from Sean, it'll ship. I'll get the shipping confirmation like 30 minutes to an hour later, but then it'll ship like the next day and then I'll get it within like 2 days. It took like a week. I was like, what's taking so long? Y'all got my black one. This is a very special moment that I'm sharing with y'all because I've had these since one got delivered on Tuesday, the other got delivered yesterday. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna open it with my girls. So share in the sentimental moment with me, okay? All 29 of my girls. Because I still only got 29 subscribers. Oh, here she is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes. Y'all, I still haven't shopped with the other girl I was telling y'all about. Must Have Joy. MUSTHAV JOY. There's no E in half, I don't think. I still haven't shopped with her because I still got a long to-do list or to shop list for Sean. But actually, after this one I'm about to show y'all, it's just one more I want and I think I'm done. And then I'm going to shop with Joy. Now, this one here. Prepare to be sick of me. This winter, prepare to be sick of me. because I got so much winter stuff this color for Tab to be sick of me. I got the almonds. You so almondy. I remember the dude said that on, was it Martin? When he was in the DMV? Or was he talking to Connie? Girl, anyway. He was like, you so almondy. I don't think that was Martin. It probably was. But anyway. Y'all, look. Oh, my gosh. I don't know. Like, I know it's just... Ooh. Look on the inside. Like, I know, yes, I know it's just a, I know it's just a tote bag, but like the fact that Sean is black, I don't know, he just got my support. I'm gonna just hype him up every time. And then the inside of the black one is the color that's on the outside for the almond. That's kind of dope how they did that though. I didn't realize the letter is almond, but on the inside is black. All right. But anyway, I got my courage totes, y'all. So very excited. A lot of girls say get an organizer. No, I'm not gonna say that. Oh, okay, so I got so many updates, but first let me show y'all what I ordered. I've actually had it for a little while now, but I haven't been in the house to show y'all. I ordered a stone mat, and it works really, really well. So I have one here. So basically what it does, I don't know if I showed y'all. Okay, I'm gonna wet this. All right. Okay. Focus. All right, so you see how that's wet, and we're gonna wait for a little while, and it's gonna be dry. Okay. So this is my bottles that I use for juicing if I'm not using my mason jars. Well, I don't know why I thought it was something in there. They dry so much better on the stone mat or the stone drying mat versus if I have it flipped upside down to like let the water drain out. I don't know how it works, but sometimes I used to have paper towels over here, and I would just flip it upside down to let the water on the inside drip out, but then it would get kind of like cloudy, and I was like, And then I started leaving it like this. I was about to say face up. Okay, girl. Bottle up. I don't know. But I would start standing it in the upright position it's supposed to be in on the paper towels. But it would still be water on the inside. So one day I had set it on the other one that I just showed y'all, and I had left it up there for a couple of hours, and then boom, it was all the way dry. But it still did have just a little teeny bit of water left in it. So what I do is after I finish washing it, when I'm rinsing it out, I'll go like this to make sure all the water, or at least most of the water from the inside, is out. So it's not like a little teeny bit of water left. It typically don't be. But if it is, I'll, flip it for like 20-30 minutes because it dries it so fast. And then I'll still see like some droplets of water, in there once I flip it back up. And you think that the droplets of water will stay there or they'll go to the bottom, but it don't. So I don't know if this helps or if the air is getting into it to help. I don't know. I don't know the science behind it, but I would strongly suggest to get a air mat. Okay. Whew. Okay, girl. Me and my lovely couch. I want to get y'all caught up on some other stuff, but I want to, I'm about to say order dinner, but it's still basically lunchtime. But I'm not cooking tonight. But I want something like super. Is this mic on? Okay. I want something healthy, I don't know. Okay, but anyway, last Friday, I took my social media manager out to dinner, so we officially met in person. It went really, really good. We went to a soul food restaurant. A 1 out of 10 would not recommend. Okay, I don't like when soul food don't hit, because it's like literally Black culture. Like, I think music and food sets the tone for Black culture, at least for Black American culture, I'll say. And I could be wrong, but whatever. But so yeah, when the soul food don't hit, it just, who is in the kitchen, you know? But anyway, that went really, really well. She's doing really, really good. So yeah, still some other things in works with her. So yeah, okay, let's get into these shoes. So y'all know I've been doing, I've been walking on a treadmill 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 45 minutes. The max, well, at minimum, I have to walk 2 miles every day. The max that I have walked is 2.5 miles, but I've got to like 2.53, 2.54 miles, but 2.5 miles back, basically. But what I noticed, and my speed ranges up to 3.5. So what I noticed was my calf muscles and, well, more so my shins. My calf muscles a little, but my shins would hurt so bad when I was walking on the treadmill. And I was like, dog, like, I don't know if it's because the shoes, the speed, the what, like, I don't know what it is. And then on top of that, I'm flat-footed. For the longest time, I did not know I was flat-footed. Like, I got it's a little curve there, right? I don't know what, let me see. What does a foot that's not flat foot look like? Maybe that would have helped me. But anyway, so, hold on, because I can't type and talk at the same time. You ever been talking and then typed what you said? I've done that before. I've sent somebody some money just to be nice for something. And I was on the phone talking to my mama, right? And what I was telling, I wasn't like, well, I would never fuss at my mama, but I was gently telling her about herself. Like, she had said something. I was like, yeah, well, you know, blah, 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 whatever I said. And I was texting, and I text what I said to the girl, and then I had to text her back and was like, oh my God, like, I did not mean, so now give me some time. What does a foot that has an arch look like? This is how you learn. Okay, but anyway, so I feel like I got that a little bit. Oh, flat foot means you have an arch but it's very low. See, and I got a little arch, but she is low. A little archy. Archibald. Who would name that y'all Archibald? Okay, anyway, so I have a nutritionist. I feel like I've talked about my nutritionist before. Maybe I have, and I probably didn't include it in the video. But anyway, I have a nutritionist. And she helps me with like my eating and my fiber, like all that kind of stuff. And I get her for free through my insurance. So I was talking to her about how, you know, I want to lose weight, X, Y, and Z, but I don't really want to limit the things that I like to eat. I don't want to over limit them to the point where I'm miserable when I eat. So I was like, well, I'm gonna switch over from doing HIIT workouts to walking 5 days a week. So she was like, that's great, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I started to work the walks, and then I had another session with her, and I was like, yo, like, do you have any like good walking shoes to recommend? Because she walks as well. Like, she does all types of different exercises. So I feel comfortable asking her. So she didn't have one in particular, but she was like, what I will tell you, because she was like, it's a lot of walking shoes out there, and I don't know which one will work best for you. But she was like, get a shoe that is specifically created for walking. The shoes that I was originally wearing, they're very, very comfortable, but I don't think that, no, they're not walking shoes. So I went to Nike at the outlet the other day, and I got the shoes that I showed y'all. Baby, them shoes, when I say it feels like you're walking on clouds, you know, that's probably how Jesus felt when he walked in that water. Yeah, I mean, them shoes feel good. I mean, it just felt like, baby, I'm just floating. Okay, so now it does take some adjustment and used to me getting to walk, or it's taken me some time to get used to walking in them, because I don't want to necessarily say that they're bouncy, because they're not necessarily bouncy, but when you step down, the shoe sort of kind of like goes down, but then it like sort of kind of like lifts you back up. I don't know how to really explain it, so I was like, whoa, like I'm not used to that. So I was very nervous about walking on a treadmill. Okay, so typically when I start on a treadmill, my starting speed is 3.3 miles per hour. And then I'll take it up to 3.5 as I'm walking. I'll probably be walking for like 5 minutes and I take the 3.5. So I did that in the new walking shoes and my shin still hurt. I'm talking to my girls right now. So, sorry y'all. So I was like, okay, the shoes was part of the problem, because I clearly felt the difference when I was walking on a treadmill with the walking shoes in comparison to when I just had on some sneakers. But I was like, there's no reason why my shin should still be hurting, because these are really good shoes. So I don't know, I'm gonna say it was the Holy Spirit. Because see, I don't know if he was talking to you, but he was talking to me. And I know for a fact it's the Holy Spirit and nobody else. So it ran across my mind to increase your speed over time. Because what I would do, I'll start off at 3.3, and then within the next 5 minutes, like I said, I'll take it to 3.5. There's no 3.4, and I couldn't walk 3.4. It would hurt, but then when I went to 3.5, it wouldn't hurt, right? Well, initially. So I got on a treadmill the day after I had that thought, and I started at 3 miles per hour. Had the walking shoes on. Okay, I started at 3 miles per hour. And then every 5 minutes, I increased to the next speed. So 5 minutes, I did 3.1. 10 minutes, I did 3.2. 15 minutes, I did 3.3. And then 20 minutes, I did 3.4. And I stayed at 3.4 because I noticed it didn't hurt. And I was like, okay. Plus, I already knew for a fact I could obviously walk 3.5. But I was like, let me see how I feel at 3.4, because this is where I typically will feel the most of the pain. So I just will go up. And I don't understand how it would hurt it hurt real bad at 3.4, but it didn't hurt that bad at 3.5, and my speed was increased. I don't know. So then got back on the treadmill the following day. I did the same thing, and then what I did was every 5 minutes I upped my speed, and then I took it to 3.5, and then at 3.5 I walked that at 10 minutes. By the time I got to 3.5, I was 30 minutes in. No, I think I was like 25 minutes in. Yeah, I was 25 minutes in, and then I walked that 3.5 for 10 minutes, and then I dropped it back down at 3.3. When I tell y'all the sweat, I don't like the sweat, but the sweat was there. My shins and my calves do not hurt. My feet do not hurt. So I think I'm gonna, use that technique, Holy Spirit. I'm gonna thank you publicly for what you told me privately. Thank you. Because see, God cares even about your shins. He cares about it all. So this morning I actually managed to go up to 3.6 miles per hour. Now, I don't know what mile per hour is going to be where you got to hit that light jog. I'm not going there, because I don't run. I run to the kitchen and the bathroom. I don't run. Okay. I also started strength training. Y'all, when I tell y'all I love strength training, I mean, I'm only 2 days in, but I have been consistently working out at minimum 3 days a week since 2020. I started working out when we were in COVID, we ain't had nothing else to do. And I built a habit that I have been sticking to. I was doing HIIT workouts. So when I started HIIT workouts, probably within like 6 months, I had my little 4-pack. I mean, my body, she was there. As I'm getting older, I realized that I'm still doing these HIIT workouts, but I'm not losing weight. I'm not toning. I don't have my 4-pack no more. And I'm like, okay. Now I know some of this because I be, snacking a little lot. But I mean, I was snacking a little lot back then, right? But when you get older as a woman, your metabolism slows down. It's a little bit harder to burn fat and to lose weight. So I was like, I need to take a different approach. So when I was telling that to my nutritionist, she was like, well, why don't you try to do strength training? Like, try that. Because she was like, the walking is definitely going to help you lose weight, especially if you do it consistently. And she was like, if you're doing it 5 times a week, you'll definitely lose weight. But then she said you also want to build muscle, so obviously, you don't get too small or you don't lose your curves or whatever the case may be. So I was like, okay. So the first 2 weeks that I was walking, I stopped working out. And y'all, when I tell you I felt so bad, I felt so irresponsible. I'm gonna tell you why. I felt irresponsible because I have been with my same online trainer. So I'm part of Queen Warriors. I have been with Fabiana Fariani. Love Fabi up and down. I have been with her since 2020. Like, I was one of her first Queen Warriors, right? So like, I take that thing, like, I'm one of them people. I am extremely loyal, baby. When I'm with you, we're gonna ride to the end, to the very end. And then I have a way, like, it's set up to where I pay for her yearly subscription, but I get reimbursed for it. So basically I get it for free, right? So, but I really like her. Like, she's very, very inspirational, very encouraging. Like, I would really recommend her to anybody who really wants to get into working out, but you need that extra push and you need somebody to speak positivity into you. Like, it's definitely her. She is a domestic violence survivor, and she tells her story and how working out saved her life in the long run. Like, really, really dope. That's not my story, and it's not my story to tell. So if y'all want to, if you're interested in that, she got a YouTube channel, but she really tells most, like, her story while we working out. So like, you can hear like her struggling and see where she's at, and it's just really, really dope. So I've been with her for so long, and when I did not work out for those 2 weeks, baby, I felt so guilty. I was like, I'm supposed to be working out with Queen Warriors, blah blah blah. And I haven't did it. So while I wasn't working out, because I wanted to get my body get used to me walking, and I also wanted to build the habit of me walking and not doing HIIT workouts, because those high intensity workouts, they are not for me no more. They are not for me. Like, I did not, it was so bad to the point I would take my mat to work. Like, I would get my mat to work out and I would be so annoyed. Like, granted, I'm not like, yay, I was never like, yay, let's go work out. But it was something that I looked forward to, right? Not just because it was Fabi, but because, I was connected with my body at one point with it and everything. As of lately, like the past 2 years, like, I have been feeling the same way for the past 2 years. I'm just not, I was literally doing it just to do it, just to say I worked out for the day, not to connect to my body, not to do whatever you were supposed to work out for. The number one thing that I never did slack on though was my core. Like, y'all, I can lay flat on any floor, any surface, I can sit up, no problem. Like, my core, the girl is there. But aside from that, if we weren't doing like a core workout, like a core focus workout with Queen Warriors, I just wasn't really tapped in. So I took the time to find another trainer, but I found somebody on YouTube for free. I actually need to check to see if they have a paid program, because I invest in stuff like that, like for my body, like working out, especially because I can do it in the privacy of my own home, because I do not like, you will rarely ever see me work out in the gym. Like, now I'm at the point where I will walk in the gym, no problem. I prefer for nobody to be in there, but if people in there, they're in there. But as far as like me actually working out in the gym, I'm not doing that, because niggas don't know how to, like, nah, I'm good, because somebody gonna get hit in the forehead with a dumbbell at one point, because niggas don't know how to turn their desires off. And why are you looking at me like? So I like to work out at home. And then also sometimes I'll be a little gassy. Okay. I be, not a lot, but a little bit. Like, sometimes you hit that deadlift and when you coming back up, something comes out. I don't want to do that in the gym. So it's best that I work out from home. So I found her. I did my first training. Today is Thursday. I did my first session with her, well, on YouTube on Tuesday. So I'm gonna start off only doing it 2 days a week, Tuesday and Thursdays. So you know when you work out and then the next day you feel it? I started feeling it a couple hours later. And I was like, now I know I haven't worked out. I haven't not worked out. Yes, a double negative. I haven't not worked out that long to where I should be in pain like this. What I noticed though with strength training, I mean, I don't know how other people strength train, but with the HIIT workouts, it's very high intensity. So you jumping up around and you doing this and you doing that. Strength training, you take your time and you really focus on your body and you really work out those muscles. Not to say you don't do that with HIIT workouts, but for me, I'm just able to connect to my body a lot more and I'm able to take my time and I do not feel rushed. I also don't like to feel rushed in general, but especially when I'm working out because I got asthma, and then I'll tell myself that I can't breathe because my breathing is starting to catch up, and it's like, girl, you can breathe, calm down. But in the moment, that's not what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, yo, I probably need to get my asthma pump because I'm about to die. Girl, strength training, nice, slow, easy. The sweat, the way I have been sweating today and Tuesday, I have not sweat like that since I first started working out with Fabi in 2020. So I'm gonna tell y'all now, I'm a very disciplined person. When I put my mind to something, it got to get done. I don't have any other options, okay? Like it's gonna get done. This body about to be something serious. Based off my DNA, my genetics, honey. And there's something else too. Another reason why I realized I had to stop doing HIIT, because it's not really hard for me to lose weight. It's really not, especially if I do the alkaline diet for 30 days, just no sugar. You only eat certain foods, you drink spring water and all of that. Like the alkaline diet is, I did it as a lifestyle for 2 years. But if I do that, or if I cut back on my French fries or like my potato, like I will lose weight. It's not difficult. So the fact that I was not losing weight under doing the HIIT like that was a lot. But based off, you know, my DNA and, you know, is it my DNA or just genetics? Is they the same thing? Girl, I know what I know. Okay, ask me questions about AI. I got all the answers. Don't ask me nothing about genetics and stuff. But anyway, you know, based off that stuff, I don't want to necessarily say I'm athletic because I never played a sport. I used to be a cheerleader, but I never played like basketball or nothing like that. But they used to have us out there working out with the basketball and football players when I was a cheerleader. Like we had to run the mile and why am I doing all of that? But anyway, when I actually work out, the body be good. It clearly, obviously, when I work out and I give my body the type of workouts that my body needs for the season and the time frame that I'm in my life. So I just want to let y'all know, I'm about to be stacked like a double stack from Burger King, honey. Is that what they call them? A double stack? What do they call them? I can't say the last time I went to Burger King. Okay, anyway, so I think that's the only update that I have for right now that I can think of. If you are looking into getting into walking, I strongly suggest it. I will see y'all in the next vlog. And if you are interested in that stone mat, I did add a link to my Amazon storefront in my description. I'll make sure I add it to my Amazon storefront, but it works really good. Oh, and I gotta show y'all how dry. Let me show y'all. Get this, and if you got like a lot of dishes or whatever the case may be, get this.